Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use your Brother ScanNCut to decorate these mini pizza boxes by Stampin Up. The best part of this tutorial is it's my Sale-A-Bration special. I'm going to be showing you 4 products that you can use for this to decorate your mini pizza boxes, and all of them are free during the month of March, which is the last month of our Sale-A-Bration 2019. Let's get started. These mini pizza boxes were not free for me, but they are free for you because they're one of our Sale-A-Bration items. Okay, they're food safe, they're very easy to assemble, and we can cut out pieces of designer series paper precisely to fit these boxes. Okay, this paper is free. It's called Painted Seasons. I'm going to show you both sides of the paper. And this is what we're going to use to decorate our mini pizza boxes. Okay, this is the second sheet. Whenever you get packs of designer series paper by Stampin' Up, you'll get 12 sheets. And in this case, there's 4 different designs, and both designs are double-sided. This is the sheet we're going to use for our project, and let me show you the last sheet. I'll talk about coordinating colors and other products in just a minute, but I want to jump right into the tutorial so we can start cutting this paper. Okay, you're going to take your designer series paper and place it onto your mat. It doesn't matter if your mat's upside down because I'm using the ScanNCut 2 or the CM350. And in this model of ScanNCut, we can put our mats in either direction, unlike the DX, which only feeds in one direction. Okay, so I'm just using a Brother ScanNCut brayer to attach the paper to the mat. Okay, we're going to put the machine a little closer. And when you load the mat, you should always keep one hand on the mat like this, but don't keep your hand over there next to the roller. You don't want to get caught under there. Just this part. Just keep your hand right there when you load the mat. So you're going to go, I'm going to show you the console, and you're going to see pattern and scan. Let me move my brayer out of the way. And I'll move this right so you can see the whole screen. I don't want you to miss any steps. So we're going to load the mat using this button here. Okay. Now we're going to create pieces that you can use to decorate your mini pizza boxes. Now the best thing about this is that you can create a template and use it over and over again. Later on in this video, I'm not only just going to show you the projects I created, I'm going to show you the template I created and how many you can fit onto one template. We're going to do one for this tutorial though. We're going to start from the beginning. You're going to go into pattern, and you turn on your ScanNCut, and you're going to pick the shapes. And you're going to pick a square. And the size of the square, this is going to be for the cover of the pizza box. It's going to be 3.45 inches wide. And I'll have this in the description of this video. Okay, we're only creating one of those. Okay, let's just say, so we're going to set that onto our mat. And now we need two more pizza boxes. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say add. We need 2 more squares, I mean. Okay, we're going to say add, and we're going to add a square. Now these only need to be slightly smaller. I have done a lot of practice, and these are perfect sizes to fit in the inside cover of the mini pizza box and on the bottom of the box, and I'll show you that. Oop, and you want 3.4. Okay, so you want 2 of those. Okay, now just to show you what I mean, I'm going to get that empty pizza box again, and I'm going to just show you what I mean. Here we go. So what we just created was we created the top. Okay, we created this square for the top, and then we created the inside, and we created the inside lid. Okay, oops, and I've already moved it. Okay, let's just move these away from each other. I'll show you about how I fit so many more later in this video, but I want you to stick with me. All right, so we're going to now add, what we're going to do is add the side. So we're going to add pieces that will fit on the side of the pizza box. So let's say add, and again we want shapes, and we want a rectangle. This time we want to check off this button here because we don't want the rectangle to be, we don't want the square to stay in proportion. We want to check this so we can change the width and height independently. The height is going to be 1 inch. And the width is going to be 3.45, oop, go down, 3.45 inches. Okay, we can go ahead and let's make 6 of these. Okay, Now we're just going to make 6 because you can take a couple of your extras and wrap your wrap your candies in them and things like that, even though candies wouldn't normally be as wide. Okay, let's just go with that, and that's all we need for this box. So let's say okay, and we're gonna say cut. Now, we're using Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper. So therefore, I'm using a standard blade depth of 3 for Designer Series paper. Okay, let's go ahead and cut. Remember, we loaded the mat earlier. And let's move it away and talk about the coordinating colors while it's cutting. And the mat's pretty sticky, I just still like to give it a little rub. And I'm also just gonna, I'm gonna score my box, but I don't put it together yet, I just sort of score it because I still like to have it flat when I do my adhering. Okay, coordinating colors. So here are the coordinating colors. We have Call Me Clover, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Grapefruit Grove, Lemon Lime Twist, Mango Melody, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Whisper White. This is sure not a whisper machine, it's very loud. So I will go over the exact colors I used, but I just wanted to just show you that there were all those different coordinating colors, you know, so that's what, so then I went into my craft room and I gathered things to make the projects with. So let's just say okay, okay, we're gonna unload, okay, we're gonna put the project together from the beginning, and I'll just show you how I put a project like this together. Okay, so I would have normally cut out loads of these, and I have a template where I could fit many more, because I changed what's called a pattern interval to make these go closer together. Okay, so I have now, this is the top of the box, and then these are the other sides of the box. So let's take the top of the box and let's decorate it. And we just need to adhere this like to this part of the box. Okay, so we need some adhesive. We'll just use this little snail adhesive. It's just rolling adhesive. You just need about 4 rows. Okay, let's see. 4 rows of adhesive. You always want the adhesive to go on the outer sides of the, okay? And I'm going to just show you that. See this little shiny parts? This is rolling adhesive. Use whatever rolling adhesive you have. I actually like the snail, and I actually like my ATG tape glider. I like a couple different kinds of rolling adhesive. This is very easy to use. So then you just put this on the lid of your box. Now I cut the entire pack of this paper and made many pizza boxes. So, but you can take, we're just doing this for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to use the ones we just cut out. So let's put this pattern one in the inside of the box, down in here. Okay, it was slightly smaller so it fits exactly in there. So let's put some adhesive on it. Again, just 4 rows of it. You probably don't want to work on your sticky mat. In fact, I'll put down something else to work with in a second when we get into the stamping part, or to when I show you how I ink this up. Okay, so there are the succulents inside. That's beautiful. And now let's take this part. Let's take this one and put it inside the lid like that. Okay, and we just put a little bit of adhesive on it. Okay, super easy. Okay, good. And you just want to make sure you're right above it when you adhere it. Now you can put this part of the box together. Okay, so you're just snapping this in there. Now, believe me when I say I tried to do this myself. I tried to say, oh, I don't know if I want to buy all these mini pizza boxes from Stampin' Up, but then I tried to make these myself using die cuts, and you know what? It just didn't. Stampin' Up makes such a better quality box. This is actual cardboard. It's food safe. It has like a shiny lining inside it, and I could not even try to duplicate that myself. As many of these as I make, I thought, oh, I'll get a die cut and I'll make my own, but nope. Stampin' Up does it better. I mean, these are just better than the ones you can make on your own. All right, so now we're going to take some of these strips and we're going to put them along the side. So we'll just do the 2 side ones. And then I have some other paper for the front and back. So normally you would cut out a bunch of your papers. So you would cut out like the other ones too, because then you have more coordinating colors. And I'll take those out and show you. Okay. Oops, there we go. That one's on the side. So this is the grapefruit Grove color that coordinates. We'll put one on that side as well. Then I'll use some papers I have already cut out earlier from other sheets, and we'll put them in the front and the back, because you don't want the same succulent pattern on the front as you have on the back. So I wouldn't want this pattern on the front. I want something that coordinates with that, but not the same. Okay, so let me take out my tray. It's like a cooking show where I have things pre-cut ahead of time. So there's a tray of some things I've done. So let's put that there. Let's pop these last 4 off of here. And I'm going to get rid of my ScanNCut mat and make more room on the table for crafting. All right, so here we have, let's see, I said we're going to just use some other colors for the front and the back, just to give you an idea. So I'm just taking a piece of this paper. This is more the wintry one, and I'll put that in the front like that. And then I'm going to get into into how I did my finished projects. Okay, and I'll show you how I would ink around the edges and things like that. So you don't miss any steps. Okay, so let's just attach that, and I'll show you my little trick for that. So I put a little bit of adhesive on it, and then I go like this, and then I put it right there. And then what I do is I just go in here like this and get any adhesive off. Like if there was adhesive on here, I'd get it off. But there wasn't any this time. All right, so I'm happy with this. And then what I would do is I would put sentiments on the top and on the bottom of I would put sentiments here, and I'm going to show you how I inked those. And I did a lot more with the doilies and a lot more with the free products. And I cut out loads of sheets of this paper, as I was mentioning. And I did a lot of sentiments. So there is a mini pizza box. Now, how do we decorate the mini pizza boxes? I'm going to go through these. I'm going to show you these examples. Okay, and I'll show you what's inside of these. So, and then we can just sort of show you how I did this. So this is another free product from Sale-A-Bration, meaning you can only get it in the month of March. So the sentiments are all from this product called, a stamp set called Part of My Story. And rather than me sitting stamping, because I do a lot of tutorials on stamping, and I know a lot of my viewers are Stampin' Up demonstrators already, I'll just show you that I already have a lot of these stamped already, okay? So that's a free product you can get when you spend $50. And these are some of the sentiments that I put on my boxes. So my friend Anne, the Stampin' Up demonstrator, she's a Stampin' Up demonstrator, they were able to submit suggestions, and she submitted the suggestion. I'm so glad you're a part of my story. So way to go, Anne, for getting your sentiment in one of the stamp sets. They let the Stampin' Up demonstrators decide on what the sentiments are going to be. These are just beautiful sentiments. So I put them both on the inside and the outside of the boxes. Okay, so I stamped all of these using that Part of My Story stamp set, and then I did it in the color called Call Me Clover. Okay, it's a nice shade of green. It's a coordinating color. I inked them in the case of my boxes, let's see, with this color called Mango Melody. And I'll show you how I did that. All right, and then I just stamped them right onto the Designer Series paper, or onto Mango Melody cardstock, or onto Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. So I have lots left over. I'm going to be making bookmarks and nail file boxes and Ghirardelli chocolate holders and all kinds of things. So I always stamp a lot of things at once. Okay, back to the project and back to more free things. Okay, so that was a free stamp set. This is a free set of ribbons you can get from Sale-A-Bration. Oh, actually, I don't even need to untie it. I can just slip it right off, okay? And I'll show you what's in my box. So this is, so you open it up, and these are some Skittles and some M&Ms, and they coordinate with the colors of the box. And then here's to those who inspire us and don't even know it. So you see how I put a sentiment on the outside? I use little wobble springs, and I put sentiments on the inside as well. Okay, so that's one example. Okay, here's another example. And another free product. Oops, let's just slip this off. I don't need to keep untying my ribbons. All right, when I said free product though, you don't just get one roll of Organdy ribbon. Oops, wrong one. You don't just get one roll of Lemon Lime Twist ribbon. You get 5 rolls, and I've only started using it. It just came in the mail because it was on back order, but they just got way more of these in. So you get 5 rolls for free. And this is the roll I opened up. Yay, back order. Okay, so it came in. Anyway, these doilies are also free. I'll show you the doilies in a minute. I got wobble spring, and then we can open it up, and you have, again, another sentiment inside the mini pizza box. I put some lemonade in this one because this is more summery. Little lemonade packets and Hershey nuggets. So that's why I said make some extra wrappers. And I'll put this in the description that the wrappers for Hershey nuggets only need to be 1 inch by 3.25 inch. They don't need to be 2.45 inch like the sides of the boxes. The Hershey nugget wrappers can be a little bit shorter than the side of the box. All right, so that's that. And let's move on. And here's another mini pizza box. So this is all just using just the same exact technique I just showed you. So think outside the pizza box. All these things you just cut out. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. There are the doilies. I'll show you. This is now a Christmassy one, so a wintry one. So I stuck, again, I used wobble springs, and I always use wobble spring. Then I used some dimensionals and some inking, and then I did a coffee theme in this one. So I have the coffee, little coffee beans, coffee candies, and always Hershey nuggets. Every one of my boxes, I think, has, except for the one with the Skittles, has Hershey nuggets in them. Okay, and now here's the doily. This is the way the doilies look. So now I can show you that before. So these are free. Now they weren't free when I got them. They just all became free just a couple days ago. This is a free item you can get with your $50 or more order. Now, what I did is I took it and colored the back, and that's what I'm going to show you for the final part of this video. But I'm just showing you my examples right now because I need to give you a context. So we can color these. So this is the original way the doilies look. And then you can color them. And I have some little sequins there from the Gingham Gala Suite. So for this one, I put in some mini pizza box, some nuggets, and then some tea bags. Just different kinds of tea. I put three tea bags, 3 nuggets in this one. And finally, this is a different kind of ribbon. This wasn't the free ribbon, it's just some nice ribbon I found. Lemon Lime Twist. Again, just use the colors you have available to you. So this is Lemon Lime Twist. And I colored the doily again and the sentiment. And I put some, Hershey nuggets sticking up top there. Some more tea bags and Hershey nuggets and a sentiment inside. So now, let me show you how you can do that to your pizza box. So where's the pizza box we just made? Here's the pizza box we just made. Okay, you're going to protect your table first off. You're going to take a handy sponge. Let's find something to protect my table with. Here we go. I have some grid paper. So let's move this out of the way. So now you've seen my example, so now you can kind of see what I'm about to do here. So I'm going to take a doily. There was the remnants of one. Okay, so here's our doilies, the pearlized doilies, and you can color them. You turn them to the flat side, not the shiny side, and that's the side you're going to color. And you take your ink, your Mango Melody ink, and you put it onto a stamping block. You put some on the stamping block. Those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, and you subscribers, you've seen me do this other times. So you just put some ink on a stamping block, you rub your sponge. These are not by Stampin Up. I'll link to them in the description. So these are just the sponges I use, and they're what you color with. So the nice sponge color. So you take, that way you're, let me just put some more ink here. That way you're coordinating the doilies to match whatever project you have. And then I cut them apart. Okay, so look how much better they look colored. Actually, I kind of like that effect too. You don't even have to color them all. So then what you do is you cut them apart and you use them as embellishments on your projects. So that's how I got this. That's how I got this embellishment. I just glue it on. Now to ink around the edges of these little sentiments that I stamped out on my tray, let's grab a couple of those. So we'll grab one here. Then you take your same sponge, and it already has ink on it from doing the doily, and you just distress the edges, okay? So that's how I did that. And then I used dimensionals. So you pop these up with dimensionals. Okay, and then, where's the punch? Okay, so I have shown you how I distress this, and let me show you how to distress the box, and then I'll show you that punch. So then I took my boxes, every single one of my boxes, and I distressed every single edge using this coordinating color of Mango Melody. And I didn't do the back yet of that one, but you all get the idea because you are crafters watching this channel, so you can understand how this box turned into the other boxes, I hope, because I showed you all the steps at one point or another. Okay, so let's just distress all the edges. And I think that's good. So you just check around up and down. I would have to do the back, of course, but that's how I do all the little distressing of the edges. And it just gives it that extra little. So let's shut this one and just show you what that looks like after it dries. Put the little lemonades back in there, shut these awesome little strong pizza boxes, and there's the doily, and you can see how the distressing and everything. And then you put your ribbons on, your matching organdy ribbon that you get for free, and you got a whole project there going on. So it's pretty cool. So I got to show you 4 free products that you can earn during the month of March only, during Sale-A-Bration, okay, you can earn these doilies that you can color, or you can leave white, and I showed you examples of leaving them white and coloring them in Mango Melody, or you can color them whatever color is coordinating with your project. You can earn a set of these mini pizza boxes, and they come flat. They ship flat like this, and let's see how many are in there. Quantity of 8. These are very strong. You cannot make these yourself unless you have industrial equipment. These are super strong pizza boxes. Believe me, I tried. Okay, you can get those for free. You can get this paper for free called Painted Seasons, and you get 12 sheets of that paper for free if you spend $50, or you can get 5 sets of ribbon for free. And I showed you how you can use all of these things on the projects we just created. Now there's another product that just came out 2 days ago. It is called the Story Label Punch. Story Label Punch. And this punch is the punch that I use to cut out all the sentiments for these projects I just showed you. Okay, so that is a coordinating punch. It's not free, but hey, it is what it is. None of our punches are free. These are very durable. They last for years. But you know what you do? You buy a punch, and it helps you earn the money to get these 4 free items I showed you. And there's many more to choose from. It's called Sale-A-Bration, going on until March 31st. There'll be a link to my store in the description. So thank you for watching. This is the Paper Chef, and I hope you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more crafty inspiration. Bye for now. Hello crafty friends, I am back for a little bonus section at the end here. This is more of something for my advanced users, so if you are stuck around this long, you probably are an advanced user. So what we just did is we cut out mini pizza boxes, and they were spread apart, and we didn't fit a whole lot on the screen. So I just want to go over a concept with you of how you can fit a lot more onto your template, and that is by changing something called the pattern interval. So you're going to go into your settings here, and you're going to scroll down to page 3 of 8, and my pattern interval was set to 2, okay? So that's just already on that template. So I'm going to show you what that means. It means that there's a bigger space between the first item and the next item than you would if you had a pattern interval of 1. Okay, so the higher the pattern interval, the more space that you have between your different shapes. I'm going to go back to the home screen, delete those, and just show you my templates, or my template. I'm going to go to Pattern, Save Data, and into my machine, and I'm going to go to the last page. Now look how many pizza boxes, mini pizza box templates I can fit onto the screen. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I can fit 8 of the boxes, and then all of the little sides, and even some extra sides and nugget wrappers. Okay, I can fit so much more on the mat, because in this example, I'm just going to go show you, my pattern interval was set to 1. It's set to 2 right now. That's what it was on. But at the time of me making that template, I set the pattern interval to 1. That means that the objects I put on here on the mat were very close together. And that's okay as long as you have a sticky mat and your paper's going to be having a clean cut like the designer series paper, then you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just wanted to add that to the very, very end of my video. For those of you that are stuck around this long, because you're probably like, show me the template, you promised. So I did promise, and there it is. That's my template, and I can fit 3, almost enough for 3 projects, all the sides, and I did this to a whole pack of paper, and I made loads and loads of mini pizza boxes. So thank you for watching. This is the Paper Chef.